Good morning, or is it afternoon? Good morning, so let's give a few minutes or a few seconds. Well, I'm gonna get started because most people are gonna just rewatch it anyway. So, good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Just want to give a quick update and address a couple things and talk about Atlantic City, practice time this week, and a few other things I'll wrap up at the end. All right. Well, now we're into the heart of the season. Fast and furious. Things are going well. It's up and down, but overall pleased. So let me start here. Okay, Atlantic City. New Jersey came out and extended their. It was supposed to be lifted apparently, and they just extended their restrictions on outside teams coming in. So when I spoke to the organizer a couple of weeks ago, they have a backup plan that should be confirmed today. What they're going to be doing is the Pennsylvania Convention Center, which is in the heart of Philadelphia, like right next to the Liberty Bell or something like that. That's where they're going to be moving the site to for the games. So we're working on that. Steve is already working on hotels for when that change is announced, so we can get ahead of all the rush of teams trying to locate hotel rooms. So Steve is already working on that. He's talking to several different hotels, one of which is a 4-minute walk to the convention center where we're playing, so you won't even have to drive. You can be right down there where the sites are and all that stuff. The only problem with that is that the parking is like $40 a day, and that's everywhere in Philly, or any major city. But we're doing the best we can. Mainly Steve is trying to locate 75 rooms so that we can be right there in the mix, that you ain't got to drive. Once you park your car, it's there. Unless you want to go to the cheesesteak spots. And we'll have a good list. Gino's and that other Pat's guy isn't the best in Philly. That's where the tourists go, so you can try those, but then try a real one. The Atlantic City tournament, as of now, I just was texting with the tournament organizer confirming that the move is going to happen. He said he'll have it locked in the next 2 hours, and then he'll email all of us. So Atlantic City is happening. The teams of which are going, and it was the question mark was the 5th grade team and the 6th grade white, whether they will be going or not. That's still in the air, and I'll get an answer to that the next day. Okay, if we can find a tournament down there that has those age groups and that I trust is going to run a quality event, we will go. And the reason that we didn't completely chop it off is because I was hoping that it did work out, and we've been trying to do this as a whole program, go to a tournament every year, and I think it will be good for the young kids to be able, in their downtime, to come over and see the older kids play and things like that. So, working on it. Practice time. It was told this weekend and confirmed that we had the Capitol Center all week. And then as the week has been going on, they said, oh, no, we don't have it Tuesday because of a league that goes on there. So got AFRMs for tonight. Okay. Wednesday, said we had it again. And said we had it again as of last night. Today, he texts me, he says, oh, don't have it. I double booked. So we do not have it Wednesday. He is working to get us in the AFRMs, but we won't know until a couple more hours later on today. So Thursday, we're in the Cap Center for sure, but if we can't get practice time for the high schoolers, we will modify that schedule and get kids in to get them a run and get up and down on Thursday, and have all those groups that were scheduled in for Thursday combined to the earlier time slot, and then to the high schoolers in the later time slot, all right, to get some work in. This weekend, all teams are playing except Blue, I just don't think it'd be competitive enough. The best team is Bria Holmes Elite and I-90, and just, to have played 4 or 5, 4 games in a weekend, and 3 of them are blowouts is like, what the hell are we doing? So, everybody else is going to play. Some are going to be playing up in age group, and we'll see what he does with the schedule. All right, so we got the practice time. We got this weekend. We got Atlantic City, and that's that. So the next thing, I'm super proud of the young ladies in the program and where we are. We don't need some BS rankings to tell us that we're one of the top 100 programs in the country. We're one of the top 100 programs in the country because the young ladies that have blazed the path have worked their tails off. None of the other BS and all BS bullshit matters. What this program was built on is young ladies who committed to themselves and committed to the team and committed to the program to put themselves in a position to be successful. Never once cared about wins and losses. I care about how we compete and play. You'll never remember the record 2 weeks after a tournament. No one does. Never have. What is remembered is how you play and how people perceive you, mainly college coaches. Okay? And yeah, it matters the 6th grade level and the 5th grade level. It matters how we're playing. Wins and losses doesn't matter, especially these local tournaments. The scale is so high or low, and if you rate yourself on how many games you won, it's foolish. Okay, it should be based on how each individual kid is developing and how the team is growing, and sometimes wins and losses doesn't determine that. So, some teams are struggling. And if you expected it to be perfect in this perfect season, then you're stupid. All right? As we go along, there's things we got to fix. We're 2 or 3 tournaments into the season, and people are like, we're losing this, that. Shut up. As long as the kids are getting better, which I'm sure they are, the on-the-court stuff will work itself out. Is your kid putting in the work on their days off? Are they giving maximum effort when they come into practice? Those are the things that matter. Those are the things, how hard they play. Those are the things that matter. And if you gauge yourself off of CYO and high school basketball and Capital District League, then, and I got to tell you, most of those things don't align in the mission of Havoc. What the high school girls faced in Alabama and Spooky Nook, that's what we're about. We're about playing the best. And to be honest, high school basketball doesn't prepare our kids. It doesn't, and a lot of times it hurts our kids. That those 3 months can be better spent training and working out and doing things like that than going and playing in some of these high schools. Like the coaches are bad. There's not competition that will prepare them for the live periods, which really matter when you get to the high school level, is how you're evaluated by college coaches. Yes, our girls have fun. They enjoy the camaraderie. They enjoy the environment of yes, the game is supposed to be fun. Their experiences are supposed to be fun. To go to Alabama, to go to Spooky Nook, to go to Philly this weekend, or Atlantic City. Those are experiences that are supposed to be fun. But the ultimate goal here is to to develop them and prepare them to play at the next level, which is college. So, not all of our young kids are going to play in college, and that's okay. But that is the mission of our program. And we do it the right way by focusing on development, focusing on growing a kid individually, focus on teaching them the team aspects, and it's not going to come easy. It's not. So if you think that that's what it is, then you're foolish. So now I'm back to my thing. Continue to develop. That's it. You know what I mean? I was disappointed, and I'm bringing up Alabama because I was there and I didn't get a chance to watch all the games from Spooky Nook. I was disappointed about Alabama, not because of the records, but because of how we competed. And like I told the girls last night, it falls number one on me. We didn't do some of the things that we normally do in the preseason, mainly because my focus was the organization, the stuff behind the scenes, and uniforms and things and buckets, and that's on me. And I take full responsibility of that. And I told the girls last night, but I am pissed when I watch a game and they didn't compete hard, and a coach tells me that they don't look like, not all the teams, but normal Havoc teams, what college coaches have come to expect. And I heard that from two different sources this weekend, people that I trust. One that just became a new head coach of a school, Division I school here in the Northeast, who I'm very close with. So those things are the things that matter. Are they fixable? Yes. I am committed to our girls locally in upstate New York. Again, I want to develop the kids here so that we can then go compete nationally. And it's not going to be an easy process. It's going to take an all-5 weekend in Alabama. But we're in the building now. We're invited to the party, and let's see what we can do. You know what I mean? The other teams are going to get their chance on the Rise circuit when that starts up in July. And I hope we're ready because people are going to be watching. So, next thing is, special thank you to Renese Hollahan, who is getting all of our high school games up onto our YouTube page. I really appreciate it. And then we'll get the rosters up there so that we can then start promoting them. And the easiest way to get your kid recruited for me is, like, I can sit on the phone all day and try to convince a coach to like your daughter because of this and that, whatever. They're eventually going to want to see game film. So the beauty about our tournaments in COVID is everything is recorded and broadcast. Therefore, we can steal it with a program and put it on our YouTube. So therefore, we can send out links. You can email coaches and attach the link of your best game and say, hey, coach, this is me. I was getting buckets. I was defending hard and all those things, which will then help your recruitment. Where it helps me is I can try to convince a coach and stay on the phone with them half hour per school and try to convince them on a kid. But overall, they're going to want to see the tape. And now we have the ability to say, hey, coach, click, coach, I just sent you the link of these 2 games. Watch it. You know what I mean? Perfect example, I was happened to be Catherine Dady, Robert Morris. You know, they called about her. I mentioned her back in the fall, and he was following up and said he received an email from her and this and that. And I say, hey, coach, she was getting buckets this weekend. Here's the link. Click, boom, it's gone. He has it, and what he does with it, it's up to him. But the beauty is Catherine worked, put herself in a position to have some good games, some good footage, and therefore the coach can see that. I don't have to she did that on her own. I just connected the dots. That makes my life a lot easier, and it makes you more marketable if you have good film. So the message, whether what team you're on, they could give a rat's ass. If you have a skill set, you're in shape, you play hard, you listen to coaches, you run good stuff, those are the things that matter, and you get that on footage, and you can send it to a coach. That's how you get recruited. That's it. Not by there's some things online that people want to make you buy this, that, boom, boom. Don't buy all that crap. No, here's what matters. Going to quality events, quality tournaments, playing quality opponents, and getting good footage so that you can then send that out. That's what matters. And coaches love to watch film. They're stuck in the house for the last year plus. They can't go out until July. They're watching footage. They're watching our live games. They're watching these teams simply because the product we have put out in the past has been spectacular. Whether it's a first or second team or third team, it doesn't matter. Coaches enjoy watching us play because our girls play hard. They play gritty. But when we didn't have that was part of our thing. At times we didn't have that this weekend or in Alabama Spooky. Those are the times that coaches are like, oh, what's going on? So we're going to fix that. As coaches, that is our responsibility, and that's what we will do. We will fix it. We will practice. We will do whatever it takes. So that's my whole thing. If you're caught up on what team, if you're caught up on wins and losses, you're foolish. This is a long ride, and a lot can change in 1 month's time. The things you should be focusing on is how many times a day your athlete is working out, especially when you get to the high school level. Those athletes who get everything they deserve are those athletes who are putting in the extra work. Are you working out every day? Are you doing Blue 75 every day? Are you doing this every day? If you're not, then that shit is on you. And I told them that this last night. They have every opportunity. We're providing everything they need. You got strength training, you got skills, you got this, you got that. We got a competitive environment. These young ladies have everything they possibly need to be successful. And as we go along, we're going to be even better. I'm trying to figure out how we can get film study together as teams on their day off. So I'm experimenting with the Zoom and sharing the screen and how that's going to work. And eventually, once I get all my shit together, this Havoc headquarters over here, we can have teams in to do film study together. You know what I mean? And that's the goal of that over there. It's been a lot this spring. So, they can watch, click, click, boom, watch everything. And we're going to make a push to video all the younger teams as well this weekend. I have 3 huddle kits here with iPads. 3 iPads here. There's another 2 more floating around that we bought for the program several years ago. You know what I mean? We can, parents, you have your own, just record it. One single stream and keep it rolling the whole entire time. I'll give you the password. You upload it to YouTube, and I'll tell you what to put, and boom, we're done. It's important that we get some of the younger teams to watch themselves and see some of the things that coaches are talking about. So that's going to be a push this weekend, is to get parents from every team. And if you swap in, we get 1 camera kit. If you have an iPad with a stand or even a phone, let's record the whole thing. All right, and record the whole thing, and you just upload it. Boom, it's up there in 10, 15 minutes in the cloud. And actually, you can do it right after each game, right in the Capitol Center or some of these places who have Wi-Fi. So that's what we're working on this weekend, and start to get that. We did a great job 2 years ago doing that in the fall, and doing that, and parents bringing their own iPads and videoing the games and then uploading them to YouTube. So let's make it a point to do that. Start to coordinate with your coaches about each team that has an iPad, so that we can do that. All right. We want the game, film it from half court or one corner opposite the bench is usually best. And keep a continuous stream even through halftime, because it's very hard to piece those together. You need one continuous thing so you can upload to YouTube and not upload one half and then upload another half. And no, it doesn't work that way. It's got to be one continuous stream. Even if it's through halftimes, people can fast forward it. All right. I think that's about it. Oh, sneakers. So I know some people have texted me about sneakers last week. Oh, we want to get sneakers now. I'll send out a listing of what sizes we have left over here. I know a couple people who requested sneakers. They're now here. I have them labeled here. They'll be in the back of my car. That's it. I think that's it. Okay. Yep, that'll be it. I went on for about 10, 15 minutes or whatever. I don't know. I talk too much sometimes. All right, so you'll get an updated practice schedule as soon as I hear back from AFRAMs about the days and things like that. I'll upload this video to YouTube, and so that I can send it out to people who are non-Facebookers. But that's about it. All right. I'm pleased where we're going with this. We can be so much better, starting with myself, and I will be. All right. Let's keep the ladies working hard, keep doing amazing things, keep blazing a new trail for upstate New York. There's great things to come. There's no panic. Wins and losses don't mean jack shit. development, intensity, focus, enthusiasm. Those are the things that matter. All right. So other than that, you have a great day. This rainy, gloomy day. Be that sunshine for somebody else. All right. Have a good one.